Okay, to start off, we need to download a template. So on your 1P1 in My Learning, scroll down to Resources, and the 006 Revit template folder is here. Download that folder. So on my PC, it downloads it as a zip file. Once I'm in that zip file, I will drag and drop that folder onto my desktop. So I already had this open already. I've just gone onto my computer, picked on desktop, and I'll drag and drop the template into the desktop so that that's where I'll be accessing it. Now let's open Revit. So when you're starting a new project, when you've been given a template to use, it's important to note that you don't open that template as a file. You start a new project using the template and then save it off as the project file. Bit confusing, I know. This process will run through many times, so you will get used to doing that. So first place we can go is to New, and when you go to a new project it asks you which template you would like to use, mechanical, structural, architectural, all these different options. Or you can browse. So here's where we browse and go to the desktop where I can access the bathroom template. Pick open, and we're creating a new project, and I'll pick OK, and that opens up the bathroom template that I've set up for us. It's got a few settings and bits and pieces that I'd like to work with, so that we can all follow on and do the same project. Once you've opened that up as a project, you'll notice right up the top here that it'll say Project 1. That's the name of the file at this stage. So first thing we need to do is start to develop some pretty good skills of saving files, keeping track of where we are, where the current one is, all that sort of stuff. So we'll go to the Save As, and we're going to save as project, and in there I'll go to my USB, and we're going to call it the 1P1 BDS, be my own initials, so put your initials on there and pick Save. Okay, so we've opened up a new file, and you'll see here that I've got some thick line, medium line, thin lines. There's a stud wall here, and there's a brick veneer wall here. You'll also notice that I put in a rectangle. I just used orange dashed line to create a rectangle, and if we draw our bathroom in that space, when we go over here to our sheets, double pick on the A101 plan, you'll see here that the title block is all set up ready to print, and that orange rectangle is located exactly into that space. So double pick back on the bathroom view, takes us back to our plan, where we can start to work on the drawing up of your bathroom. Okay, so let's start. So I'll zoom into the drawing area, and I'm going to draw a wall. The external wall being a brick veneer wall. So I'm going to use this wall style here to do it. There's a couple of ways we can get there. I can pick on that existing wall that I've got in here and do a right mouse click and do Create Similar, and that will start the wall command. Or from the Architecture tab, select Wall, and then select from all the different wall options we've got, select the brick veneer 240 timber. And I'll draw that brick veneer wall in place and select Modify to finalise the command. I'll then go back to the wall command. This time I'm doing a stud wall, starting from the internal side of that brick veneer wall, I'm just going to draw approximate size of what the bathroom is. Pick modify to finish that command. Now to adjust this, my bathroom that I'm drawing up here is 1850 wide by 2450 in width here. So if I select onto that wall, you'll see there that it's 1700. It gives it a little temporary dimension. These are pretty handy. So I can select in and type in the 1850, press enter, and it's now 1850 between these two walls. I can then select on one of these two side walls, and that tells me the distance between this wall and the next one is 2600, and I need that to be 2450. So that's how we set up and put those walls in and at the right place. If the walls aren't exactly the same as your building, or you've got weatherboard walls, or it doesn't really matter, the objective is to draw your bathroom up, getting used to using Revit and playing with the interface. Next thing I'll do is put in a door, and an 813 by 2134, so I think that'll be fine for the exercise. So hover over this wall, you can see where that door's coming up and which way it's swinging, and I'm going to rest my cursor there and press the space bar. The space bar, flip that door, and then I can pick to place that door within that wall, and select modify to finalize the command. We can now place a window in the wall. I have a 1250 wide window that sits 250 millimeters from that side wall. So select window, and I'll place the window in the wall, and select modify to finalize the command. Now select that window that we just placed, and you'll notice over to the side here that we've got the width of that window, and change that to 1250 and press enter. Actually pick apply, and that will set the width of the window. You can then select that window, and you can see here that it's actually 12.5 millimeters on the side, and alter that temporary dimension to 250 and press enter, and that will move that window over. So it's 1250 wide and 250 millimeters on the side there. That's the window.